Okay, we got 31 minutes 5 seconds on this one. I just wrote um, a piece of writing in my larger work, and I thought I'd share the idea here as well, see how it ages, because yeah, time is a funny thing because when I was like 17, it was like how many years ago? 8? Yeah, 8 years ago, I didn't think I'd be doing any of the things I'm doing now, other than the writing part. That's been with me like all over the place. But yeah, I remember when I was 17 and I had already lost a friend of mine. We weren't close, but we were sharing a couple of experiences. So uh, I felt the lack of someone. I've been doing things with after he died, and his death was kind of odd because he out of blue went drinking with two people um, double his age, and on a in a drunken state they stabbed him, and I was literally processing my own kind of thought process through writing that my infatuation with psychology actually goes back to when he was murdered. But yeah, so how mind works is that not only they freaked out and they thought they had killed him, but they actually hadn't. But because they freaked out, they actually stabbed him 17 times, as it was said, I think. That, yeah, he died after 17 times. And they still were kind of a drunken and kind of a panicky situation that they buried his um, corpse wrapped in kind of cotton or something. They wanted to resemble a sheep being buried, half burnt. So, but that doesn't kind of bother me because what bothered me was actually after that. It was in three waves. One of the waves was that I was going to the gym, I was going to activities that we were doing after the school, or just coming back home, walking from school. I was 17 and he was 16. So, and we weren't even close. It was just your random guy who lives close by, and you just you leave the school the same time, and you live in approximately like to each other, so you just share the same path for like 10 to 20 to 30 minutes, and slowly you talk, and then you share hobbies and stuff like that. It wasn't anything deep as the best friend, or how fucking Picasso lost his best friend and went depressed for years. It wasn't anything like that. It was just me processing the waves that it followed. And the first wave was like, okay, I still went to school and I still went to the gym, or other activities that we were doing. And I was just coming back home, and it was just wind, not any person, because he was dead. That's the first, like, the not even denial, but still you, because if you literally look at it objectively, it's like, okay, you walk home, and next day or next week, it's the same thing for you, but it's a whole another kind of experience because you would how your mind works literally. We process time internally, and that's the trick they use in elevators as well. Elevators don't have a mirror because it looks fancy. Elevators have mirror because looking at yourself or anything in the mirror takes more time in your kind of uh, dopamine processing that it makes the elevator rise or the music they play less jogged because you cannot make the elevator go faster than a limited amount. That's I don't know, Alex Hormozy or one of the books that says about marketing. You either give psychological advantage or you give actual like physical advantage. That physical advantage has limits, but the elevator goes up and down with a limited speed. It doesn't zoom, but the psychological effect of processing time has unlimited things. You can play music, you can add mirrors or whatever. So basically, as we would talk and go back home, it would feel like 20 seconds, but it was actually 20, 30 minutes. And the first wave hit me that when I was coming back home, I felt okay. Um, this is different. This is feeling heavier than usual. The body, the whole experience of running and coming back home. I remember I ran the first day that I didn't do it with. Yeah, I was just coming back home alone, not because it was anything else, but just the tension of going from 20 seconds processing of time to 20 minutes. It felt kind of yeah, agonizing. And the second wave hit me when in 6 months I met his father. He was an only child, so I still don't understand because I'm very keen on reading people based on emotions and everything, and I rarely get it wrong. I never have got it wrong to the extent that it's the I see positive feeling and it's negative. I see negative and it's positive. I might mistake the intensity of it because everyone has their quirks and their kind of processing mechanics, but at the same time it's just so obvious the spectrum of the whole thing. Anyways, I remember after 6 months I met his father. He was very angry. He was so angry that why my child, my property. It didn't feel like as if someone you would share 16 years literally just watching, not even being involved in their lives. Imagine you know someone for 16 years every single day. There's some literally emotional and temporal investment in them. It didn't feel like that. And that made me so pissed off because that's the guy who had spent more time with him than me, a nobody in his life. We were like, we knew each other for like about 1 or 2 years, going to the same school. That's it. And, but that was just interesting as well for me to process. And looking back at it, that was exactly the time I started showing interest in psychology because my subconscious mind wanted to know why some of these are happening. The drunken states, killing out of panic, the the weird kind of um, coping mechanism of his parents, especially his father and stuff like that. And but last year, when I wrote one of my first complete books, I was reminded of him in a sense that I didn't even know his name or face, and I still don't know. I have like a glimpses of a name, and I don't know even if it is his name or not. But the face is totally gone, and it's like in like how many years? It's like in 7, 8 years now, and that hit me the deepest, the hardest. That a person I knew for 2 years, now I'm doubting their existence. That if there is no name, if there is no face, what tells you that they even existed, you know? And I'm not in contact with people who knew him or anything. I just might have literally invented this person. You never know. And even recently, that I met someone who knew him, and he reminded me of his existence. Even he didn't know his name or anything. It just made me realize, yeah, that was actually a person. You know how fucked up that is? And all of that is just these three layers and waves of emotional engagement with someone, or whatever their memory or lack of, or whatever, wasn't deep enough for me. I started reading fucking Marcus Aurelius recently. Not only this guy literally sees having slaves and having a villa at the sea and whatever, the basics of life, and his kind of pride is not wanting the most beautiful slaves. That I think is a coping mechanism, because if you see life as slaves, warm bed, food, and villa at the sea, whatever the fuck else is there, you know? And the mere fact that he literally, in every book of his 12 books of meditations, says, my wife is faithful to me, and historically his wife was cheating on him every single fucking night. That shows me that someone is like, this guy is so full of shit that that I don't even need to like understand his kind of processing. He has so many great insights that he doesn't need to actually like perform this way. Even his way of meditation, by the halfway through, could be like the fucking translation or whatever. He's not even talking to himself. He's talking for a future audience, that do this, do that, this is this, this is that. And the rehearsal of the same lie about his wife, about he literally keeps repeating to himself, my friends love me. That's literally, that screams fucking insecurity to me. But all of that aside, I'm not here to bash a fucking 600 years in the past corpse, because of my own processing of someone's loss or grief. What pisses me off about this fucking fella is that he literally says, don't ask God for not taking your child away, or whatever. He literally says three things. One, don't ask the gods to bed that woman. That's like interesting that his mind literally goes there when his wife is faithful to him. And he literally says, don't ask the gods to make you fuck someone. Ask the gods for you to not fuck someone. And the other one is, don't ask the gods to keep your child healthy. Ask the gods to give you the patience to losing your child. And the third one is his whole fucking philosophy. Don't ask the God for life or death. Ask the gods for peace, for any of that. And I'm like, okay, I don't need a fucking God to give me the fucking patience or anything to process trauma. That fucking God has given me the hormones and the endorphins and dopamine and everything, that through time, those fucking hormones, even my own fucking mechanical kind of functioning system, are gonna make me forget a face I saw every single fucking day for 2 years in 7 to 6 years. I don't need a fucking god to make me forget that. The design actually does that. So basically, his gods are useless, you know? If the god is actually doing something, is yeah, maybe some fucking one of those fucking idiots who were drunk drives the car into a fucking tree, and they die, and my friend is alive. Maybe that's what a fucking god can do. Maybe that's when a child dies, maybe it doesn't fucking die. That's it. I don't get it. Like, his gods are like utterly useless, and his gods are not doing shit. Maybe you ask your gods so your wife doesn't cheat on you because you're so fucking insecure. And it literally goes back to Nietzsche. Nietzsche fucking killed God because he didn't have the balls to propose to Salome, the bitch he liked, and he was such a pussy that he proposed to the girl through his friend, through his best friend, and the best friend was himself interested in the girl. You know, imagine you're such a pathetic person that you literally kill God because you didn't have the balls to actually say, "Hey, I like you. Maybe have fucking coffee tonight." That's it. And this this fucking Marcus Aurelius guy is like the same thing. I don't understand. Okay, what is your God useful for? Because your own mechanical system of bodily functions are gonna do the same thing. Sure, it's gonna take time, but we have this pronoun that the dirt soothes the soul, because as soon it gives you some closure. I don't know which culture it comes from, but the moment you bury someone, you will start moving on. That's life, and you don't need a fucking god to give you peace. Even fucking Charles Munger, who lost a child, he literally manned through it. He didn't ask for gods for forgiveness of him grieving a child. You know, it's just such a bullshit. And even him grieved his child through hoarding every single penny on fucking planet Earth, because that's your overcompensating kind of mechanism kicking in, that because money was the only way, the only reason, one of the most prominent reasons you lost your child, you literally become the richest man alive, but still all that money is not gonna save your child, you know. But yeah, that's why I'm gonna title this video Marcus Aurelius was full of shit, and he was. But yeah.